These are the 7 habits that help me take my running to the next level, and I hope they help you too. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Suzie and this is I Run Things. In this channel, I talk a lot about running. I film myself running, I film my races, and I hope that you enjoy this content enough to give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. This time around, I wanted to focus on the 7 habits that helped me take my running to the next level. And so I compiled them in the hopes that they will help you to improve your running. So for this video, I decided to support my own experience with scientific evidence. So I'm going to show you some studies that prove that what I have been doing works to improve your stamina and your pace. Stick around till the end because some might be not what you expect. The first 3 refer to drinking habits. Number 1, stop drinking as much caffeine. This might seem counterintuitive, however, I used to drink 5 cups of coffee a day, which might seem like a lot. I do think it's a lot. And now I drink tops 3 cups. Most days I only drink 2 cups of caffeine. When you are not used to drinking a lot of caffeine, you can actually up it the day of your race, you can up it the day of your long runs. That's going to be an oomph during your race. Whereas if you are already intaking a lot of caffeine, you're gonna have to have a massive dose of caffeine to really feel that leg up. Also, according to a recent study from 2019 with runners that were going to be competing in 800-meter races, they actually were able to prove the runners run faster but slept a lot worse. So I would reserve caffeine intake for, again, races and key workouts such as long runs, and avoid caffeine as much as possible any other time. That's what I've been doing and it's been working great for me. Number 2, drink more water. I can't emphasize this enough. This has helped me tremendously. And the reason for that is that as athletes, especially in the summer, we're gonna lose a lot of sweat, a lot of electrolytes, and we need to replenish that. Water aids in muscle tear recovery. When you go out running, you are going to experience micro tears in your muscles. And to help muscles repair nicely and as fast as possible, you need to drink a lot of water. My recommendation, whatever water you're taking, experiment with taking 20% more to improve your recovery time. There are plenty of studies that prove water intake helps tremendously with recovery time. It helps also with your athletic performance. Being correctly hydrated during a key race is going to help you perform better during that race, just to keep your systems balanced. Because what happens when you're correctly hydrated is that your heart doesn't have to work as hard to cool down your body. So be well hydrated going to a race, but also stay hydrated all throughout the week when you're training, because that's going to help with muscle repair. Number 3, I already said that you have to reduce your caffeine intake, and now I'm going to tell you to reduce your alcohol intake. If not, get rid of all the alcohol you're drinking. Yeah, I know. What's life if you can't drink coffee and you can't drink alcohol? Well, there are phenomenal non-alcoholic beers. Have made it my purpose in life, one of them, to try one new brand or one new, even if it's the same brand, a different variety of beer every single week. And that has made me actually discover beers that I didn't know existed, and I am really enjoying just going through these and checking boxes and just trying as many different non-alcoholic beer as I can. The reason for this is well known, and if you don't know it, I'm gonna prove it to you. Alcohol impairs performance. In a scientific study from 2010, it was proven that athletes that drink alcohol impair their capacity to perform well during workouts and races, and they also inhibit the recovery process. Alcohol is a peripheral vasodilator, and this has been proven plentifully in different scientific studies that is going to inhibit you from being able to perform well during a race. It also decreases strength because it affects the way your muscles contract. Furthermore, in this study from 2010, and I will link below, it's really mind-blowing, they actually talk about how drinking alcohol will have your body kind of confused in the way they use the glycogen stores so that they are not as readily available for your race. This is just, to me, honestly, this is the most important piece, because you want your body to be able to metabolize all the glycogen that has stored everywhere in your body to be able to perform, especially in long distance races. So be mindful of that. I have noticed a tremendous change in my running with my paces decreasing since I quit alcohol. So food for that. Number 4. This is obvious, or maybe not for so many of us. I actually thought runners needed to eat a lot of carbohydrates all the freaking time. And that's not true. Runners, like many other people, need to up their protein intake, although we do have to carb load before, again, long runs and long distance races. That's obvious because glycogen is the primary source of energy that your body utilizes for these races. However, the rest of the times, you really should up your protein intake. Women after menopause should eat even more protein because our bodies don't store the protein as well as men's bodies do. So we need to up our intake and just worry about carb loading really before a race or a key workout. And the rest of the time, focus on having protein with every meal, and especially emphasize protein intake after strength training. The consequence also of upping your protein intake is that you are not going to be as sore, especially if, like I just mentioned, you take your protein after strength training or after a very intense workout. That protein is going to go straight to your muscles and it's going to start that repairing the muscles right off the bat. So it's very important for you to focus on intaking protein after these key workouts to start restoring your body and bringing it back to stasis. Okay, number 5, I think it is. Yes, it's number 5. This, I don't think this is going to surprise anybody, and it helped me a lot to really focus on my sleep. Focus on sleeping more and focus on sleeping better. If you can't do one or the other, choose one variable and stick to that one. So if you are a person that doesn't sleep well at night, go to bed sooner or try and sleep later in the morning. Try and just add 1 hour at the beginning of the night or in the morning, depending on who you are, what type of a person you are. And then after you're adding that extra hour, my recommendation would be to try and have better sleep quality. There are studies out there that have actually proven that drugs that induce you to sleep work for a limited amount of time, and that behavioral cognitive therapy is a lot better. So I would encourage you to go to a sleep specialist if you can, so that you can sleep better, because sleep is what's going to help you really the most from this whole list of key recommendations I'm giving you. Sleep is the one that's going to help you the most, the one that you need the most to really be a healthy human being, even if you're not a runner. Sleeping well is so important. Okay, this one I'm going to curse, you guys. Number 6, lift heavy shit. Yes, just because you're a runner, don't think you don't have to exercise your legs. You need to strength train your legs. Deadlifts are wonderful, lunges are wonderful, squats are wonderful. Worry about your legs as much as you worry about your upper body. They're both important, and what's even more important, your core is important as well. So start a core routine And as soon as you have that core routine implemented, try and do your crunches, lifting weight, try and do your Russian twists with weights. That's going to help you really get those muscles in your core, all around your body, really, really strong, rock solid, so that you're in the upright position when you're running long distance. This is so important, and core workouts have transformed my running, but also all the strength training I've been doing to really get my legs strong. I'm just not as tired after my long runs as I used to be, let's say, even 6 months ago. I know that we are runners, a lot of people think they don't have to exercise and strength train, but you do. This is going to prevent injuries. This is going to make you a stronger runner. This is going to make you a faster runner because your muscles are going to have power. And power and stamina is what you need to complete, let's say, a marathon or an ultra marathon. And number 7, the psychological one. It took me, I think this is I've been running 6 years, so this is my 7th year of running, and it took me a while to realize this. You have to embrace your bad runs. Why? Well, just think about how sweet the next run is going to be when you've had a really, really crappy run. Like, just in opposition, when you have a really bad run, the next run is gonna feel phenomenal. So embrace those bad runs. Also, as someone wiser than I am told me once, bad runs are a predictor of absolutely freaking nothing. So just because you had a really bad run, it doesn't say anything about your future race, it doesn't say anything about any of your future runs, it doesn't mean anything. Consistency is the name of the game, and if it's a bad run, just shake it off and think about how wonderful the next run is going to feel. Okay guys, this is what I got for you today. If you enjoy this type of content, give this video a like so I know what kind of videos to make in the future. Also, if you want to learn more about running, more tips and tricks, stick around and subscribe on my face. Run fearless, you guys. Bing!